Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. Slightly different space, different lighting, different tripod thingy, but I am looking for the best way to show you a flip through of my 52 weeks, wow, of 2020. I did all of them. I'm so very proud of myself for finishing a project like this. And so I just want to quickly do a flip through and show you what I'm on about. So this is week 1. Used some Felicity Jane puffy stickers and hearts and all kinds of goodies on that one. Week 2, healthy eating, good start. I printed a photo larger than the one pocket and then cut it and put it into its pockets. We had some nail do's that we had to do or undo before school. So that was 2020 when school was still happening. Week 3, we've got using some Miss Mama Mint paper. It's a beautiful paper range, and I just used some alphabet stickers directly onto my photo as my title over there, and some lovely class pictures and first day of school pictures. Week 4, I used the backside of that same paper, and I kind of worked around some of the branding using just torn paper. And a lot of staples for some extra texture, and then brought in the torn paper to journal my goodies. Had some cameras set up in the shop. Week 5. Yes, week 5. Lots of moths and butterflies around, so I wanted to journal that. I used my Brother labeler just to create some labels for the photos. Used some with borders, some without. Had fun with that. Week 6 was antibiotics. Was not feeling well. Some strepsils as well. And then I also did the 1,000 subscriber giveaway in week 6. And then I realized 2020, consisted of my cat, Grace, all the way. So you'll see her pop up quite a few times in this flip through. Week 7, used some puffy alphas, did some surgery on them because I didn't have enough of every kind of letter, so did some surgery. It survived, not a problem. Started walking, got this. Also had some lovely Valentine's do's. Grace drinking out of my Click and Go fabric style water pot, and then Aviana, our sweetheart, was born, so we had a little toast on her. Week 7, this is week 8 already, goodness gracious. Week 8, driving around the ballerina, passed out in the back of the car, meeting Aviana for the first time, having some fun with my niece and glitter and things like that. And then we had our Valentine's weekend away. We usually do that. It was a bit later this year than before, but it is what it is. Week 9, we were getting ready to start Hobby Eggs. So I had my t-shirts printed, did some journaling, loved my garden being done, and did a few classes at Shortcuts. Really enjoyed that. Simple layout. Week 10. Happy time, Hobby X. It's always my favorite time. I really enjoy being at Hobby X, doing workshops, meeting friends. Had a lovely view on which I could do some coffee on the balcony there. Did some lovely workshops, met some incredible artists. Went to have my hair done before, so took a photo of me reading and having a cup of tea, and then some apples and peanut butter. Week 10. Week 11. Yes, post Hobby X is feet in the air, watching some TV or drama on my laptop, some journaling, definitely unpacking a lot, and anytime there's a box close by, there is a Grace, and then seeing Aviana again, and a photo of the little shop. I'm very thankful for all of this. Week 12 was the week before lockdown started here in South Africa, so I did have some fun at home playing and creating, but I did also have a doctor's visit and yes, more antibiotics. Week 13, the week of. So week 13 is the week that the hard lockdown here in South Africa started, a 3-week, which turned into a 5-week lockdown. But yes, so there's that. And so we're home, and Grace is in everything that's boxed, and I had to learn to cook, and it is what it is. Week 14, I signed up for some Skillshare courses. I joined an online mixed media class in an old book, practiced my botanicals, and also started doing Zoom for my Bible journaling class, and this was a Zoom lesson that we did there. So week 14 started the 21-day lockdown, which later we found out, obviously, was more than 21 days. Week 15 was a week spent at home, learning and doing all kinds of new things, cooking. We had some braais, outdoor braais. Rebecca turned more than one hand. So yeah, couldn't fit that on into one photo. So birthday days, and literally just used one pattern paper, a little journaling card, some stickers, and kept it plain and simple. It was little photos during those first few weeks. Again, learning how to bake and cook, and my husband has some issues with sharing sweets. He likes to have the colors even. I found out after we got married. And then some creative fun with art by Marlene, and of course, Grace. Week 17 was a no photo week, but I did try making my own pizza dough and pizza. Thank you to my cousin's wife, who so graciously helped me. I journaled diagonally in white gel pen onto the striped pattern paper. I think that works, and I did the process 1, 2, 3. Week 17. Week 18, I used some cut files I've been creating and discovering. Grace was featured a lot. She was everywhere, getting into every box possible, every bag possible, and that is Grace. One pattern paper, just used some washi and some elements from various sets of or design ranges. I try to incorporate all of my scrap your stash kind of thing when I do these projects. Week 19 saw us making chicken pie, chicken and mushroom pie, some more coffee, baked a cheesecake, cut his hair, and going for long walks. Week 20, some more creativity with the Albrecht Dürer watercolor markers. Made my Oma's favorite or special dish, the bobotie. Grace getting ready for shopping, so she's in the shopping basket as we prepare to open the shop for the first time after lockdown. So week 22, using some Rosie Studio alphas and elements. That was week 20. Week 21, we wrote on our blackboard doors. We cut our own hair, and I used a kind of the Friends theme, where I said the one where we things like that. We decided to cut our own hair. We made putu and some layered cheesecake, and of course Grace, where we soaking up the winter sun. Week 22 was my superhero going out to shop for us, doing groceries. Grace lounging around, getting COVID ready, and preparing our online orders here at the shop. Week 23, I went out for the first time, got some coffee. Hubby brought me coffee home. Rexy soaking up some winter sun, and I'm playing with alpha foam stickers, or foam alpha letters to stamp down with acrylic paint. Week 24, lots of Bible journaling, some more homemade food. I don't like cooking. In case you don't know, that's why I'm journaling it, so that you can see how much I hate cooking and how much it is to learn. And then Blue Betty's my favorite shoes by far. I finally got my shipment after a long time because of lockdown. Week 25 sees Father's Day, and we got Jock a Father's Day toolbox with lots of goodies and treats on the inside. It's also a photo of my dad and I. He put this photo, big photo, up in his attic when he built his attic, which was around about this time. And so he sent me a photo of him sticking the photo up in there. And then Grace, obviously, on her usual spot, doing her usual thing. Week 26 sees some more creating, but also my hospital days. I do journal those as well, not just the good, journal the everyday. And I think that's what I like about Project Life, is that you journal the everyday, which makes it real, and you work from your photos out instead of working from a layout in, which I really, really enjoy. I think this is a uniquely creative paper range. I used some stickles to add some glitter. We were playing Lego, and we welcomed Eddie, my husband's puppy, to our family. Yes, there's that. Week 28, another hospital day, and so I do treatments 2 weeks every 6 months. Yes, so there's all the journaling with that, and I got my birthday gift early from Art Savings Club. That's week 28. Week 29 is my birthday week, and I had the most beautiful cake done by Ziska, and couture cakes by Ziska. I had a lovely art journal, hand sewn or handmade for me from Kerry, but made by the Artful Dancer, and I'll link her down below. Some yummy cake, and Grace on her usual spot. Week 30 saw hubby's birthday, so we went out for milkshake. I took a plain black and white paper and just colored some of the leaves to match with the clothes that they both had on, and it just worked wonderfully. It was also our first trip to a restaurant after lockdown. Week 31 sees my Lammy, hello Lammy, and me playing with it, and then some classes, girls wearing their masks, yay, and Grace, obviously. Week 32 sees us making some more goodies in the kitchen, and some new videos, and a new dot journal, some more walks, and Grace, obviously. Week 33 made some banana bread. Unri taught a watercolor class, and she's playing with the Albrecht Dürer watercolor markers, and some journaling. Week 34 saw us doing some faith text boxes, walking our puppy Eddie for the first time. So that was interesting. Or he walked us, should I rather say, probably. Week 35 saw us visiting the farm, had some pictures of my blue betties on the grass, new diet, because lockdown. Grace very scared of Eddie, and some sheep on the farm. Week 36, just some usual fun, some art supplies, and Grace on her usual spot. I realized doing this project how many photos I take of Grace. Anyways, week 37, I did some vinyl on my brother, did some planning ahead, and then diet food, but also date night food. So yes, there's that. Used one paper from Rosie's Studio, took the Rosie Studio Alphas and just put some stickles on them, and they had some glitter. Lovely. There you go. Week 38, some nice coffee shop moments, foiling with my brother, cutting t-shirt vinyl with my brother, burning while cooking, and then the start of our little trip. We had our first little weekend breakaway after lockdown with some great friends. So some lovely friends, and I did one spread layout just in between to cover all the photos. Rebecca's first day at work. I used the Scrapfinity paper range, Blush and Blues, which was part of the box by Kyla Rennie, who is Scrap Affairs. You can see her on Facebook, Scrap Affairs subscription box, and she puts out those. Okay, so week 39 saw us going out to go get some cake and coffee. I also got my Adorned box. I was part of the Adorned retreat, online retreat. Grace checking that out. Week 40, I wore my scarf that I got in my adorned box, and I did a trip to Typo to go and get some art goodies. And a wonderful friend, super sweet, brought me the tulips. Yes, she just knows my heart, seriously. Okay, week 41. I took a Penelope D range. Yes, Penelope D range, and some of the branding strips had some sentiments on. Used that. Grace, practicing with Lammy, art supplies. My daughter getting into art. Some sushi and blue skies. Week 42, Grace getting, it's hotter now, so yes, there's that. I did an introduction to gelatos class, got some ink on my hands. Took some friends out who came from afar to attend this class to Goddess Cafe, and also did a conference online, an international conference, which was really fantastic. Week 43 with Aviana and meeting lovely Eliana. Eddie destroying everything, and some time away with my youngest to Goddess Cafe. I stamped, it's a Chiswick alphabet stamp. I stamped it onto trace paper, embossed it, and then cut it out and stuck it onto this page. Week 44, kind of did the same thing with the trace paper and the embossing. It's something I learned from Yawilna Nolte. She's phenomenal. And then this week also saw me doing a Hobby X Live, which you can catch the replay on. I'll link that down below as well. Eddie being way too big for his chewed up basket. Week 45, I did it on my brother, foiled it on my brother, spilt on my brand new sheet to do my filming on, and Aviana coming to visit me at my house, standing up against everything. I embossed some chipboards for this layout, and also did the brother foiling over there. Grace fearing for her life every time Eddie comes close, and some classes. And the cousins seeing one another for the first time since February. Week 47, some art journaling. I did classes at Beautiful Scrapbooks, so I journaled the classes I did there, and used some of the texture paste underneath, and some, I think this is either Ciao Bella or 13 Arts paper, but I think Ciao Bella, yes. Week 48, used some Creative Retreat Alpha stickers, cut out some flowers from a pattern paper, and we went out on a date night. It was lovely, and Grace and Eddie minus one eye, long story, and played with the Missies range by Karen Jones. She's just lovely. I did a one-page layout for our year-end function for this Bible journaling group. So one-page layout, and the back, just because there were so many photos. I even did some stitching, hand stitching. And I saw on the group this week, they asked who's done hand stitching. Another trick or tip I learned from Yawilna Nolte. So there's that. Lovely event we had there. Next up, week 49, which was that event week, but this is also our 10-year anniversary and our 10-year family-versary. Lovely day, so we got nice goodies, spa dates, and Megan made me a sandwich. Went out for coffee. Week 50, again used one paper range, cut out some of the flowers. Another Goddess Cafe trip. Oh yes, this one was with friends, putting up our Christmas decorations in the shop, and Grace on her usual spot. And then week 51, we had a lovely class with Yawilna Nolte year in Celindy's Crafts and Coffee, Grace on her usual place, Ruth and I having our nails done, and some healthy food with an outing with my husband. story behind this is he always changes his name at Starbucks, uses a different name. Lovely cake by Cherry on top. Week 52, last week of the year. I went out of the year creating, so that was lovely. Did some t-shirts for my sister's upcoming operation, so the lungs for the cystic fibrosis awareness. Did my nails and my favorite color. There's that. Again, playing with the Missies. I did a live with the Missies on the Soul Sisters Facebook group. Was lovely, and had some breakfast at Spur. Grace trying to fit into the selfie photo box, but there's no way. And then this one, there's a process video for my Christmas spread with family. That was the last week. And I used some printables to create this layout. Printables by Scribbles on My Heart. So there's that. Thank you so much for watching this 20-minute flip through. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join in Project Life for 2021. See you soon.